Order, order! So it appears that the street girl's statement is quite true. I don't believe it. The skylight opens. And from the roof deck. Why didn't you believe it? It was the conjecture that we came up, right? Mr. Naruhodo, this could be the clue we've been looking for. Well, counsel for the defense, please continue. Yes, my lord. So the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself. Okay, let's do it. So the skylight was fastened shut before. But now the catch has been undone. We should be able to open it. You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure. Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. So I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly. That's not good for us. Yeah, but it's now open. Oh, there's blood. Wait, there's blood! Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Wide enough to kick someone like you through, certainly, Mr. Naruhodo. Why someone like me? Ah! What is it? Look, just here. Look at this! That's, without question, it's blood! Why would there be a bloodstain there? Surely, it can't be unrelated to the case, can it? There's a bloodstain visible on the frame of the skylight when it's open. Well, if that's not conclusive proof, I don't know what is. Where's your proof? Here you go, here's your proof.
Objection!
On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts, and the irrefutable proof remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom. What? That's utter humbug. You can't possibly have any evidence. No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you, it's impossible. Irrefutable proof here in this courtroom? Counsel? My lord. I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here, Where exactly within the omnibus is this evidence to which you allude? You will point out what it is that proves the victim fell from the roof deck through the skylight. Well, there's blood here. The blood splatter. Yeah, oops, sorry, I need to present it. Okay, so Sato-san, she's a little bit sadistic when it comes to me, is it?
Got it!
By Jupiter, is that blood? This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open. What? And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening. Oh my! And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime. Oh no! Order! Order! But the blood could have sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin. And only found its way to that one particular spot on the skylight, sure, and that would be very convenient. And let's keep it in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, could I? But, there's no way to know for certain, is there? If the gel really fell through the skylight, I mean. Why don't we have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First? Tis all too plain, if you see. There's the aftermath that shows the poor fella dropped from a fair height right there, so it is. What? No. But it can't be. It's all... lies.
Hold it!
My fellow jury members, I think we can all agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we? I believe we can, yes sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom. So, they thought they could pull the wool over my eyes, did they? I won't tolerate any of this guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it. Oh, I always knew that nice gentleman who gave us that delightful park couldn't have done such a thing. On three then, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Objection!
I knew it. A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded. Oh, and what would you be referring to there now, Lord Van Zeeks? A bloodstain on the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void. What? Why? For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never existed. What?
Objection!
What are you talking about? It's there for all to see, and it's clearly blood.
Objection!
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-toothed comb. So I can state with absolute surety, no such smear of blood existed in the carriage. At least not until this trial began. But... are you suggesting, Lord Van Zeeks, that this stain of blood was... fabricated, my lord, yes, and while this court has been in session. Is he for real? I mean... I need a witness to corroborate your statements, Van Zeeks. What? Oh my god, he's smirking. He looks evil. What a palaver. I must say I didn't expect such crude reasoning from a prosecutor of your standing, Lord Van Zeeks. But I'm Magnus McGilded, a fella known all over the capital for his fine contributions to public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper of the Bailey. Mr. McGilded, I realize that this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I am well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature. You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts. Adapt the facts? What does that even mean? When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. I toast your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir. Tut, Lord Van Zeeks, this will not do, to be sure. Will it now, counsel? Oh, no. I think it's fair to say this does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say? But if yours will all cast your minds back, is it not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time? Oh god, my voice is breaking. Hold on, I need to drink something. How could anyone possibly have put a smear of blood in it without a word and his wife seeing? Isn't that right now, Counsel? It's true. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time that court has been in session. My learned friend. Here's to hear your opinion on this matter in your own words. As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think... During this trial... I would like to say it's out of the question. I mean, everyone was looking this way, right? Oh no! What am I gonna do? Hold on. I wanna save here. I wanna save here. Oh boy. It's out of the question, right? Why did that have to happen during the trial? Couldn't this have happened before the trial? Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo? You've fallen silent. I want to say it's out of the question. I mean, it has to be, doesn't it? But for some reason, I just can't bring myself to say it. Oh, thank you, game, for leading me to the right path. But the omnibus has been in full view of everyone in the courtroom the entire time. It is out of the question that someone could have tampered with it, surely, isn't it? Oh my, you don't think... Might it actually have been possible? As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best as I can. But still, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. There is no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. Why are we calling Van Zieks my learned friend? However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility. You mean during the smoke grenade? Oh. Good gracious. Explain yourself, Counsel. Yes, there is. It seems my learned Nimbonese friend has no intention of running from this deceit. Deceit? I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly the recess that we were forced to take. As a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. Yeah, okay. Yeah, a recess, emergency recess. The courtroom was filled with smoke and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and all the chaos, it could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. Why would I say that? Are you wise? Why would I say that? Even if I did find it plausible, Van Zieks has to spell it out for me, right? And I wouldn't say that. What are you trying to pull, you rotten, feckless gouger? Feckless gouger? You're supposed to be defending me. 'Tis a wicked plot. 'Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is.
Objection!
Whatever you think this is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to this omnibus. Inconsistencies such as... To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, that was not present at the start of the trial this morning. Unfortunately, Lord Van Zieks, no one is able to corroborate your claims. Well, hopefully a police officer, right? That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and its skylight were shut. Accordingly, I'm afraid to say we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not. Indeed, my lord, no doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things. What do you think? Sorry? About the omnibus? Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus? What? Anything else unusual? What? Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus? I don't think so. Susato? Susato-san? Can you please enlighten me? What do you mean? Is there anything else unusual? I have no idea. If I'm honest, I don't remember what I examined when in that omnibus. I can't verify this either way. Oh, wait. Can point out one other inconsistency. Okay, wait. My lord, at this moment in time, the defense hold it, and then can point out one other inconsistency. Okay. So I need to remember what I investigated before the trial, before the smoke grenade, with after the smoke grenade. I could have sworn that the blood on the floor wasn't there before. The blood on the floor wasn't there before, I think. I'm pretty certain. What the heck was... Holy crap, the evidence changed. I could have sworn. Susato-san? That's blood. Something wrong? Oh, it's just, well, this bloodstain is so obvious, that's all. And yet Van Zieks has made no mention of it. Why do I have such a bad feeling about... Exactly, the bloodstain wasn't there before. Yeah, it's so obvious. I was thinking, wait, did I not notice this the first time around? I didn't, because there was no bloodstain. Oh god. A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial. What? Mr. Sato, what are you doing? I examined the omnibus with you, don't forget. There's something that seems out of place compared to how the carriage looked originally. That's what we need to identify now. What in the devil's name are you going to say now? If you dare to betray me, you little maggot, you'd better start watching your back.
Objection!
Silence, McGilded. The court awaits the defense's clarifications. This trial keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what's deception. What am I supposed to believe here? I shall have to ask you to elaborate, counsel. Where exactly is this alleged mark that you claim appeared at some point during the trial? The bloodstain. Uh-oh. Mr. McGilded, what are you doing?
Got it!
If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, we would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this bloodstain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom. Good lord! Yes, I do believe you're correct, counsel. Well said. Although, as advocate for the defense, one might say that it was a very careless slip of the tongue. I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine, or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. This trial is over. Mr. McGilded, I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but it's all over now. But you're the defendant. It's over, I tell ya. Memory, recollection, what people think they saw. Tis all nonsense. Facts are what counts, and the fact is that bloodstain is there now. Well... Oh god, I need to take a break. I can't do his voice anymore. I'll take a break. And over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been, that good-for-nothing Reaper of the Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. I'm scandalized, so I am. I thought better of Lord Van Zeeks. Well, my lord? I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, this particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence, and in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue. Your lordship can't be serious. Lord Van Zeeks, what is your position? The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present. Very well. In that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my adjudication. As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first. What formality? As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilded will be found not guilty. Yes. Which would mean we've won. Is that really the right outcome here? Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now, with all these unexplained inconsistencies? Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please. Yes, my lord. The defense believes... Uh-oh. You're putting me on the spot here. I cannot... I'm the lawyer for the defendant. If I say he could be guilty, what am I? But... we're not only the lawyer of the defendant, we're here to pursue the truth no matter what. I am here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGilded. However, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to the defendant's innocence. What are you saying, man? Are you out of your mind? Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there's also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent. We don't need evidence to prove that he is innocent, my boy! Good gracious me! Order! This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accused's innocence into question. Are you of sound mind? Oh, it was a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was a grand decision. What? I must say, I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle at the end there, but still. The way he plays with the coin, it looks exactly like Miss Lestrade. Yeah, that's for your troubles. Your job here is done, fella, and some fine work you've done, so you have. What do you mean? Here's just the right honorable gentleman who succinctly put it before. The trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was, how did he put it now? Nothing more than a formality. I really don't know what to make of all this. Was the evidence we've seen genuine, or was it fake? His lordship would be fuming. Any unsightly rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as he said. You stinking rich are always guilty of something, you'll mark my words. Have you dare be ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us the lovely park? Oh no. Now that proceedings have unfolded in this way, I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea. I thank you kindly, my lord. I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court.
Objection!
But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or the pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth. Lord Van Zieks? My lord? The case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place. My sincerest apologies, my lord.
Objection!
But wait. When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zieks ordered the evidence to be secured. I'm afraid that the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter. That's unfair. The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment. What? Well, Lord Van Zieks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense. I was just a tool. Do you mean to tell me that has all been a grand waste of time? 'Tis the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law. Magnus McGilded. Good grief, you've more to say to me, have you? Just one thing, a warning. This is far from over. Well, something to be looking forward to then. I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded, not guilty. We should be celebrating, but I don't feel like it. I can't believe it! This is an outrage! They should have examined the evidence more. What are you talking about? The man's been cleared, he's innocent! With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict, and my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end. With the defendant being found not guilty, ostensibly a victory for us. That certainly was a long trial. Yes it was. Your first ever trial on foreign soil and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations. And to you, Mr. Sato, thanks for your assistance. But I don't feel like celebrating. I suppose we should be happy. The trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened. Well, we didn't have enough time. But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that. The sole aim for the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty to perfection. Aye, that you did. Mr. McGill did. And that girl is with him too. Well, it seems the stories are true. Oh, what stories? About the 6 enormous fireworks they do be letting off when there's a verdict of not guilty. I'm sure Yaos must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say? Yes, definitely. I'd heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was. And I've you to thank, I suppose, for having an opportunity to see it. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure I really did anything. What on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out there a free man, then? I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning. Yeah, straight-talking fella, aren't ya? I must say, you had me astray in the head there once or twice. Mighty young and headstrong, ha ha, 'tis water under the bridge. Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared. But nothing's resolved. There's only one thing that matters to me. Oh? Aye. They've all seen that I didn't do that odious and abstinent deed. 'Tis grand, is it not? I suppose it is. Now the fine fellas of Scotland Yard can take matters in hand and sort out any wee details. They'll see it for what it is. They'll get to the truth. I've absolute faith in them, so I have after all. I do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes I pay. It's not that funny. So then, as we agreed beforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella. Oh, no, I couldn't possibly accept that much. Take the money, stupid fool. Larry Wist, yeah, humble people are you from the east. Well, if you insist. But after this, still and all, you deserve a reward. Mr. Magnus McGilded. Everything is ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom. Into the courtroom? What's this, officer? 'Tis sooner than I was led to believe. I hope it's not an inconvenience, sir. There were some changes to the schedule. Well, I must be making tracks now. 'Tis time for the inspection. Sorry, what inspection? They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself. They're going to examine it again? Now? Naturally, I'm under no obligations to take part in any more of this matter now, but as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing my best to help where I can. 'Tis a gentleman's duty. So then, fare thee well. 'Twas an absolute pleasure meeting yours. I hope you had a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain. And there he goes, a free man. Oh, I forgot she was here too. Miss, please. What are you doing? Stop it! Don't move. Whereas I want to say, get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down? Yeah, grown up. Sorry. And I hate all grown-ups. Oh, there you are! What? Oh, oops. Naughty, running off like that? Is this some kind of picnic? Who's this little girl now? And taking that with you as well? I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Huh. Whoa! Ooh. Oh, do you want to play? You'll beat me? Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine. The inventor? Well, no, smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, and more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself. Do we have to be shrouded in smoke, though? At all? I just took my eyes off it for a moment. Well, I was changing into a different omnibus and she pinched it. You were what? Changing onto a different omnibus? Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon. Was it what? I have no idea what this girl is talking about. Anyway, you're coming with me now, back to my laboratory. What for? To apologize, of course, silly, to my technician. What? You mean, say sorry? You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before. An adult? I don't listen to no adults. Come along then, follow me. Oh god. I'll have it your way. Oh but, you see, I knew you'd want to do the right thing in the end. I'm fairly sure that what she wants is not to get shot by that massive gun of yours. I can't do a little girl's voice. Well, leave me now then. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss. Oh jeez, she was a lively one. Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now too? Yes, you're right, but where to? Oh, we haven't had time to find a place to stay. No sooner had we arrived in London than we had to rush here. All our traveling cases are still with the bailiff. I was originally planning to spend today in search of lodgings, but at this late hour in the day I'm afraid we may be out of luck. Don't worry though, I have a plan. If the worst comes to the worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the night. Please tell me you're not thinking of McGilded Park. I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through. I'm not so sure about that. I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easily as an elderly one. Oh dear, that doesn't sound agreeable. Now I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGilded down. That 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely warm room or mansion. And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead, just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned. The case was far from over. Whoa, a cutscene?
What's going on?
Get the fire brigade!
Bring water, quick!
What? How did this happen?
I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed.
No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
Evidence destroyed. There's someone in there?
No. Oh, good God. There's someone in there.
This can't be.
End.